Going live. Am I live? MK Mobile Gaming in the Philippines, coming at you live from the Philippines, Angeles City, Clark City, Balibago, Pampanga, and all the surrounding area. I'm repping the whole neighborhood. What's going on, guys? How's life? We're back at it again with another epic, controversial live stream. This one's going to be controversial. We're going to be talking about black women since the statue. Is that even real? I'm not even convinced that that statue is real. I think it's AI just to get you know, just to get a rise out of everybody. I don't know yet. I don't know if unless till I see it with my own eyes, which I'm never going to, because I'm never going back to America. But so we're gonna have some fun today at the expense of black women. This is going to be very controversial. Black women take down Lululemon and an entire airline in 1 week, and you guys are worried about inflation. Let's get into it, guys. Let me share the screen here. Actually, there's another one. There's a few videos I want to get through. Employee thinks she can go home after stealing 11K in lottery tickets. Oh, yeah, I saw that one. That's an old one. That's an old one. Let's see. Let's bring up the first one. What are we going to do? What should we do for the first one? Should we do the Lululemon or the airport thing? I know you guys saw the airport thing. You might not have heard about the Lululemon thing. We also got a white woman here. We got a white woman acting weird. Might do a reaction video to that one because the cops are treating her. I gotta talk about how the difference between how cops treat women as opposed to how cops treat men. What's going on? What did black women do? All right, let's get into it, Andy. Let's get into, oh man, I forgot about this one too. The overweight bop. So they got Pop the Balloon. They got fat girls on Pop the Balloon now, and they're popping balloons. Fat girls are popping the balloons on Pop the Balloon. I mean, and I'm not even talking like a cute kind of fat. I'm not even talking like a little, pudgy, little chubby kind of fat. No, just full blown, just bulked up fat. There's a difference between fat and being bulked. These fat women are bulked. Even ugly girls are being treated like, yeah, this is a funny one too. All right, we'll get into that one after we do the black one. Let's do the Lululemon thing first because that was hilarious. All right, black women stealing from Lululemon. Wait, where was the one where they were dancing inside Lululemon? Oh man, I might have lost that one. That was a good one. Oh no. Is it not here no more? Where's the one where they were? Well, never mind. We'll just do the one where they got caught stealing from Lululemon. Let's see. Here it is. After the commercial. I gotta rewind this because you gotta see how fat these women are in this car. It's literally like clowns. It's like clowns in a clown car. It's a regular sized car, but they're so fat. It's like clowns getting out of a clown car. All right, let me share the screen here. We got the black women stealing from Lululemon. I don't know what I did with the other video. I guess I deleted it out of my history. What the hell is going on with the black women? That's literally the name of this video. What the hell is going on with black women? And their obsession with Lululemon. All right, so they're obsessed with Lululemon, but they're stealing it. They're obsessed with stealing it and not paying for it. That's the problem. That's the problemo there. So this is from MABW Men Against Bitter Women channel. He has actually a really good channel. Go subscribe to his channel, guys. It's actually a really good, funny, but serious sometimes channel. Manosphere stuff, red pill stuff. It's a pretty well-rounded channel. That's why I like his channel. He's not too extreme like black pill. He's pretty much like Coach Greg Adams. If you like Coach Greg Adams, you're gonna like MABW because he's pretty much the same as Coach Greg Adams, just not as funny as Coach Greg Adams. Coach Greg CGA has a lot more experience on the YouTube, and he's a lot better at entertaining us with his humor. But this is a good channel, though. Good channel. Subscribe. All right, let's get into it.
Okay. I don't know why you.
They just left Lululemon.
All right, just give us a second. Roll the windows.
Lululemon has called the police on them for stealing from Lululemon. This is how serious this is, because this is luxury brand. So they could have stole like one thing, could have been worth, how much? I don't even know how much Lululemon costs actually. Let's just do our research here. Let me research Lululemon. And here's the thing about black women. There was another video. They're going into like Lululemon stores and they're twerking. Female black rappers are rapping about Lululemon. I don't think that's like luxury brands. I don't think that's the kind of publicity they want, because other people are watching that. The people who can afford to buy these luxury brands, and they're saying, you know what? I don't want to wear a brand that's associated with like a black rapper who's twerking in the music videos. Like no respectable individual wants to associate themselves with that kind of brand once that brand is now associated with that kind of like lifestyle, right? The people who can afford these luxury brands are not the people who are going to be like, listening to Cardi B, So I think it's not good for these luxury brands when they get this attention from these like rappers, because it really just brings down their brand's not luxury anymore. It's like kind of devalues the brand name. So let's see. Let's watch some of the video while I look up how much Lululemon stuff cost. And stop talking.
Where do you have the vehicle stopped?
Your IDs, please. You know being recorded.
Thank you. Thank you for the like.
One of those units. So let's do a show off.
What? Just stay in the car.
I'm not the same.
And I'm going to say this right before we get any further into this video. These chicks, okay, they'll be stealing, but once again, they'll have on the most expensive shoes, drive pretty decent cars, got their hair done, their nails done, but for some reason, these independent women always got to go into these stores and steal something. Let's continue with the damn video.
Always got to be stealing something.
Where are you guys coming from?
If you're able to, you have one of the workers.
Where are you guys coming from?
Show identification from your vehicle that just fled. We're able to stop them at 610 Washington.
When were you doing Hoboken? Where at?
Dang, Lululemon is expensive. Hold up. I'm on their website right now. They are like, man, hold up. It's like $1,000 for a bag. $800. Dang, a fanny pack is like $600. A fanny pack, a Lululemon fanny pack is like $680. Dang, they are not playing. I didn't know it was that expensive, honestly. I thought they were like a little bit more affordable, but they are not. I think I kind of want to go to Lululemon now. I feel like I can afford this lifestyle, this Lululemon lifestyle. They actually do have nice stuff. Their stuff is nice. I like it. I like their kind of like minimalist stuff here. Nice colors. This little coin purse is like $280. This little thing where you put your driver's license in is $280 from Lululemon. So let's just assume, because you could put this in your pocket. You could steal this from Lululemon and just shove it down your pants. You could put a little ID, thing in your pocket. It's like the size of a credit card, and that's $280. So you just stole $280. So that's just like the smallest thing they could possibly walk out with. Cost $280. A keychain cost $110 from Lululemon. They could have stole a keychain. They could have stole a little ID wallet. That would have got them up to about $300-400 in theft. How much do you need to make it like a felony? Like $1,000? Does it have to be $1,000 to be a felony? And it's 4 of them, and they're fat, so they could have shoved some stuff under their fat. Another keychain here is about $180 for the keychain. So yeah, you could have shoved a couple of keychains in your pocket, and that would have racked up pretty quick at Lululemon. You could have shoved this keychain. Wait, is this a keychain? This is a dual pouch wristlet wallet. This thing is super tiny. Wristlet wallet. I guess it's like an ID coin purse you put around your wrist, kind of like a bracelet or something. And it's $480. That could fit in your pocket pretty easily. They could have stole that. That's $480. That's getting them halfway to a felony. They could have stole the fanny pack for $680. That's pretty small. They could have put that in their fat. Hid that in their fat. And I'm just looking at purses here. I don't even know what else Lululemon sells. Do they sell like clothes and stuff too? Gender? Oh, I should have looked at the men's stuff. All right, let's keep going with the video because you guys got to see these clowns in this car. These are clowns in this car. Yeah. Yeah, I live in the Philippines, so I can probably find Lululemon for farts. They probably have a Lululemon warehouse here in the Philippines. I can just go straight up to the warehouse and buy it wholesale.
Yeah, that's the part that we have here.
Rachel was telling me, and I know Andy did the video about it too, because Rachel confirmed that whenever that stuff was going down with the tariffs and China was saying, hey, look, we make all these name brands. China makes them, or China owns the warehouses that make name brands, but the warehouses are in the Philippines, and Filipino people are actually the ones making your luxury brands, your Lululemons. So Chinese people own the factories and the warehouses. They're not the ones actually doing the work. The warehouses and the factories are actually here in the Philippines. And Rachel confirmed that. As soon as that whole thing went viral, Rachel told me that.
294.
Yeah, hello. We just got pulled over by the police, and it's a
She
thousand.
called somebody.
So we just got.
She called somebody. Oh, I don't know what's going on. We just got pulled over by the police. We just left Lululemon, and I don't understand why the police would just stop us for no reason. Like no police are not stopping you like this for no reason. They already got them with the doors open. If it was just like a traffic thing, right? They just, walk up to your window, roll down your window. Let me see your ID and your registration, right? They already know this isn't a traffic stop. The police already know this is not a traffic stop. This is we know you got the stuff. Lululemon already sent us the video footage. You're already going to jail. It's just a matter of getting you out of your car into our car with the handcuffs on. All right. This is not a regular police stop here. These cops are like, nah, this is a open and closed case. These women are going to jail.
Pulled over by the police.
No, I'm gonna bring one of them for you to the
Yo, we just. It's how
294.
Look at the leg all tatted up.
Cars blocking us. Like, we can't go.
11.
That's not stockings. That's not stockings.
Why they in the car?
That's tats. Whole leg tatted up.
Why we asking?
Yeah.
Why y'all making a big scene?
Ma'am, stand over there. Stand over
This is the most reasonable woman in this car. Like reasonably, I don't even want to say attractive, but God, like if these 4 women were the only 4 women left on Earth, and you had to like, be fruitful and multiply with one of them to save humanity, this would probably be the only one. Because wait till the other 3 come out. My goodness.
there. Guys, everybody out the car.
Goodness. Everyone out of the car. Please don't pull you over and automatically order you out of the car. Never in my life have I know people are going to say, well, you're white. You don't know. No, police aren't racist. Okay. If they order you out the car, they already know you are guilty. All right. Because if it's just a routine stop, if it's like a traffic, you got a blinker light out or something, that's just a roll down your window. That's not a get out of your car situation. What is she doing? She looks like she's eating. Is she eating? Look at this. The fat can barely fit into the car. She is really tight in there. The steering wheel's almost up to her fat. Look at this. God dang. Dang. Oh my goodness. This is what I was saying. That first one that came out was the only one that if these women were the last women on Earth, oh my goodness, look at that. Look at that. This is a freak show. This is like one of those things you pay at a carnival to go into a tent and look at.
Yeah, before, man, these big girls is confident, man. I just did a video.
Yeah,
go here and watch this video up top. Okay, I said these big girls is mad confident. They don't care about showing their damn belly. They're confident with wearing these little ass shirts and showing their damn bellies. Never fails. Never freak.
The next one.
Let's get it.
Let's get the next one out. Let's get the next one out of here. Look at this one. God dang. Look at that. The leg can't even fit in the car.
Can barely fit in that motherfucker. She can barely even fit in that motherfucker.
It's a clown car.
Damn. Weave, long nails, tattoos, little clothes.
Damn.
Too little for their big bodies. Big body girls in a small body car. That's what we gonna start calling them.
Let's get her all the way out of there.
Put that down. There's no need for that.
I would be calling back up already. There is no way. This is a brave cop right here. This is a very brave cop to have these 4 big-bodied women. Is it 3 or 4? I don't know. It might just be 3. But even if it's just 3, I mean, this is like, whew. Can you imagine if they decided to just turn on him? If they ganged up on him and just tackled him to the ground and started beating him down? There's no way. Heck no. He's brave. He's a brave man.
Put that down.
No. I can't smoke my black and mild. What do you mean she can't smoke her black and mild? Let her smoke her black and mild. She knows she's going to jail. You know you're going to jail when you start lighting up black and milds. She's like, this is going to be my last black and mild. I'm going to jail. She knows she's going to jail. That's why she's trying to smoke a black and mild.
You don't need to light a black and mild. Just going to stand on the sidewalk.
Oh, there's 2 cops, but still, I don't think 2 cops is enough to take these 3 wildebeests down.
I'm so confused, Bob.
I don't even know if they can taser these women. Is a taser going to take these women down? I think the electricity will just kind of like the fat will absorb the electricity. Look at her digging in her butt right there. Just got out the car, digging in her butt. Trying to light a black and mild with one hand, digging in her butt with the other one. And this is American women. This is the women that these simps want to come on YouTube and, oh, you guys are just, you got to stop with all that red pill nonsense. You're really being a bad example for the younger men. The younger men haven't even had a chance to get some of this poon, and you're already telling them it's bad poon. That's why there's so many virgins out there now, because you red pill guys keep telling these guys to not get with these Western women. Look, is that what you want to have? You want to have sex with that? You want to have sex with a woman smoking a Black and Mild and digging in her butt? Is that what you guys love? Is that what you simps love? You Christian men at church? Or you just need a man up and marry one of these fat single mothers. They might be strong, but they're not running too far. But I'm just saying they could knock them two guys out. You know, them two dudes could be laid out on the street. And they could just get back in the car and just go on. You know, who knows how long it's going to be before they wake up. They knock them cops out. All right. She got her. I hope she's wearing panties. She dug something out of her butt. There's the other one. She left the house in her pajamas, her sweats. That's what she wears all the time.
I don't know. It's just
You could tell this is her. She wears this every day. She goes naked when she's washing this. She goes naked once a week to wash this. Can you imagine if this is how they dress in public? Can you imagine how she dresses at home around her kids? Her kids' friends are coming over, seeing her. Disgusting. They're all on the phone. This is crazy. I just robbed Lululemon, and this is crazy. These cops just stopped us, and all we did was steal from Lululemon. They acting like we deleted somebody. All I did was steal a $300 keychain from Lululemon. I mean, dang, man. Come on. Why do people commit crimes and act like the people arresting them are crazy? It wasn't even a big deal, man. You're acting like I did something bad. Like I did something really bad.
But why y'all make them have the
And the sad thing is that these women are going to go to jail. They're going to do probably like 90 days in jail. They're going to get out because they can't keep women. They can't keep single mothers in prison that long. They need them out taking care of their bastard kids and making more bastard kids.
Stand over here. Just stand over here, please.
Everybody is standing in the right place. I don't got to act.
What's going on?
All right, so you guys are being investigated for a shoplifting. That's why.
You're being arrested for shoplifting. They already know. They stole the stuff. These cops ain't playing. They're like, we already got the warrant, the video, everything we need. You are going to jail.
Yes.
From where? I was following the car. From where? Could y'all explain?
Yo, you know this damn. Come on, man.
Did you explain?
Hoboken.
They don't have to explain to you. He already explained. He gave you the direct information. You are being arrested for shoplifting. They're like, you know you did it. We know you did it. Lululemon knows you did it. Everybody knows you did it. Stop pretending like you didn't do it. These cops are so confident. They have so much evidence that they're not even talking to these women. They're just like, get out the car. You're being arrested for shoplifting. This is how confident these cops are in their case. You know they got the video footage already. You know Lululemon's just text them. Lululemon just sent the video footage on Messenger, on their Facebook Messenger. Where's the keychains, man? I know the keychain's in her fat. The keychain is up under her fat. The $200 Lululemon keychain is up under her fat.
New Jersey, they may not be. Hold this fucking L, man. Jersey, hold this fucking L. No, damn well this shirt is too small. You know you. This is why women.
She had to wear a small shirt so so her fat could be exposed when she's shoving keychains up in her fat, trying to hide it. This was part of the plan.
They aren't your best friend, because a good friend gonna tell you, girl, you know damn well that's too little for you.
From Willy Wonka.
A good friend gonna tell their friend, listen, this ain't it, sis. That's what y'all say, right?
Don't bring Willy Wonka into this, all right? That is a great American classic movie. One of my favorite childhood movies.
This ain't it, sis. Come on, man. Come on. Knock it off, man.
Come on.
Lululemon. They pointed out your car.
Lululemon.
Someone pointed out your car that you're involved in the shoplifting. So we have reasonable articulate.
Oh, they got 3 cops now, so they do got some backup here. And they're still being like these women are going to jail. The cops know they're going to jail. They're still being fairly nice to these women. You know what I mean? Like they let them get out of the car on their own accord. They could have stopped them, pulled them out the car, thrown them down on the ground, tasered them, stopped resisting. They could have done all. They're letting these women be on their phones. They could have just slapped the phone out of their hands, put the handcuffs on them, and throw them in the backseat of the police car, and that'd have been a wrap. But they're being really nice, you know, letting these women kind of enjoy their last moments of freedom.
I'm so confused.
I'm so confused.
So they gave you a place specifically. They saw you take over. Were you guys at Lululemon? Were you guys at Lululemon? What about your other 2 friends?
This was premeditated. These women, looking the way they look, like it's really hard to not be judgmental. I know the Bible says, "Judge not, lest ye be judged." And I'm trying to be a man of God. I love Jesus. But this is hard not to judge. This is really hard not to judge. Can you imagine you're like an employee at any store, anywhere in the world? And these people walk in. These people, that was racist. These women dressed like this walk into your establishment. Everybody, I don't think anyone is not going to judge these people. If I was overweight myself and I dressed like this, walking into an establishment and expecting to be treated like a human being, like I wouldn't expect people not to judge me either. Like I would expect to be judged dressed like this. So, especially if you walk into an establishment like Lululemon, you know what I mean? You can't. This is like they're going to Walmart. They probably on their way to Walmart after this to, you know, fill up a basket full of food stamps. Those people. Yeah, I know. So racist. Wait, I already made a disclaimer. This is going to be a racist one, guys. Some people are going to get offended. Some people are going to get their feelings hurt.
It's the only fight right there.
We're going to make fun of black women today, okay? I'm just going to do it. Don't care. Not censoring myself. Trump's president.
That was never been a parking spot right there. We did see people walk out.
Do you have your license or do you have an ID now?
No, we ran outside. We only came outside.
I had no idea.
Do you have an ID? Nothing?
No, I didn't have any of that.
Oh, no, I just walk outside. I just get in my car without ID all the time because I didn't think I was going to need it.
While coming outside, that's crazy.
Yeah.
That is crazy.
This is crazy. These cops are
You wasn't
crazy.
even going to come outside today because it was too nice outside.
What's your first name? I'm just typing it in. What's your first name?
Listen, that's making
We said we wasn't gonna even come outside today.
My name is Peggy.
Oh, hello, Peggy.
It's been 98 days since I embarked on this treacherous journey into the heart of ancient temples.
I kind of want to play it.
Because it was her right here. We wasn't gonna come outside today because it was too nice outside. If that's a fact, then why the hell did you come outside with this on? Knowing that your body is not built to wear something like this at all. I'm telling you, yo, these chicks be wilding.
People there. They're checking the camera. We have people there. They're checking the camera.
They're
So
checking
y'all
the
can just do this,
cameras.
look in the car, do this because y'all want
We're
to
not
do
looking in your car right now. We can look on phone view. We're not searching your car.
Look from the outside. I'm not in your car.
It's under the fat. The keychain, the Lululemon keychain is right there under the fat. Check the fat.
But
But the door is open.
This was strategic. This outfit was strategic. She needed the fat hanging out so she could shove the Lululemon keychains in the fat cracks.
Start looking
what's your first name?
I mean, if these keychains are like $180, $200 for a Lululemon keychain. I'm just saying, I might be tempted myself.
we can look from plain view.
We're not
I can resell that.
trying to argue with y'all.
So I can close our doors. Y'all got doors
Just hang out right here. Stop afraid to get on the wall.
I feel attacked.
Listen,
I'll tell you what, at least the cops know they ain't running. That's one thing the cops know for sure.
At
They ain't
least
running
the
nowhere.
cops know. What
They
do you
ain't
mean
going
these
nowhere.
people? I mean these people.
They
These
gonna
people.
Like that.
Right here on the screen.
Against the building.
These people. This one, that one over there.
Y'all say y'all looking from plain view, but the doors are open.
Go against the wall,
Sister,
please.
because he put his hands on you, I'm gonna be upset.
I know. Nobody's putting
You
nobody
say
put
you
hands on
say you
anybody.
know, but no, that's how y'all play. Like,
I understand what that anything without a search warrant.
Go against the wall. Cops are getting a little nervous there. They're like, oh no. Looks like we might have a revolt. Oh, he put the gloves on. Oh my goodness. Disgusting.
They say they're looking from plain view.
He's like, I'm not even touching them without these gloves. Look at them, making sure they're on. I don't want these bad boys falling off.
You're both under arrest. You still? Okay.
You know you're going to jail too when the gloves are on. When the cops are not going to waste their time putting gloves on if they're not going to take you to jail. All right, that they know at some point when they're putting the gloves on because they know at some point there's going to be an altercation. They're going to have to put them cuffs on you. That reseller mentality now. I'm just saying. I just looked up Lululemon. Like I didn't have no idea how much their luxury brand is worth, and it's pretty expensive. Maybe not anymore because, you know, women like this, like, do you think people who can afford to shop at Lululemon and pay $180 for a keychain are going to want to shop there now? Like, if I walk into a Lululemon store and I see these women in there, I'm probably just going to leave. I'm going to be like, nah, this is not the store for me. Right? I don't want to be associated with a brand that's associated with this. That's what I said when I started the live. I don't know if you were here yet. But when I started the live, I said, this is like bad for the brand of Lululemon and for all these luxury brands that have like these female rappers singing about their brand. I don't think that's the kind of publicity they want or advertisement that they really want, because these women are stealing from Lululemon. They're not paying for it. And the customers who can pay for it are probably going to go to another luxury brand because they don't want to be associated with the luxury brand that's associated with this. This isn't luxury anymore. If I see these two fatties walking down the street wearing Lululemon, I'm going to be like, Lululemon is cooked. That's not luxury no more.
Man, put your hands
What they under arrest for? Take my phone, Angel.
Exactly. I'm going to clutch my pearls. Oh my stars. Honey, we got to go. We got to move. Sell the house.
Can you hand that to Harvey?
This is I didn't know this was a dangerous neighborhood. There's gang members here.
Can you hand that to Harvey, please?
I can't go to this.
No, you gotta hand that to Harvey.
Don't get aggressive.
So no one's getting aggressive, man. Put your hands behind your
Don't
head,
get
man.
aggressive. Here we go. Here we go.
No, it's my sister though. Why is y'all?
Okay, this one's ready to go to jail. She's already accepted it. She turned around. She got her hands. She looked like she'd been to jail before. She has been to jail before. She got her her palms facing back. She knows the drill. She's like, we're going to jail.
Yeah, we could tell y'all sisters in about another 2 months, your sister,
She was the one trying to smoke the black mod too, because she already knew she was going to jail.
your big sister, your little sister is going to look like her little sister or her.
She probably already got a warrant for something else too. So she knew even if they weren't going to jail for stealing from Lululemon, she was going to jail for a warrant. She probably already has. She knew she was going.
Big sister. Yeah, we know that's your sister. The genetics run very well in y'all family. Let's continue.
Conspiracy to commit shoplifting.
Conspiracy to commit shoplifting. Here we go. Here we go. Get that wildebeest in them cuffs quick. All right.
She's gonna run.
She didn't put up no fight either. I guess she was just too fat to put up a fight. She was like, nah, I can't.
Conspiracy to commit shoplifting. Absolutely.
Conspiracy. And they got the bike cop right there going through the car already.
You don't have to go in the store to commit shoplifting. Conspiracy. We have your phone.
What is going on? They didn't go in the store. Conspiracy? Oh man, this is getting. Lululemon's not playing. Lululemon said, nah, they can't even walk in our store. See, Lululemon was saying that's what they're really trying to do. They're saying, like, we don't even want our brand associated with these people because we know that's going to bring our, profit margins way down. Next stop for Lululemon, Walmart.
I got it. It's gonna come with you. We're gonna probably tow it.
Open it. Why you about to tow my car? I have a daughter. What is you talking about?
She has a daughter.
To the people out there who have been actively watching these videos with me for the past couple of days now, okay? How many times have you heard that one?
Watch. She has no insurance on the car.
Just take a wild guess. How
She was never in the store.
It doesn't have to be.
Can I have my phone? Like, I wasn't even in no store. Y'all weird as
111? We don't have a cage.
Right there, 137.
You throwing the car through what?
Right, 3 females and 2 cars positive on your ID.
Y'all could just pull it over.
You have 895 keys?
Somebody could have just pulled it over. Please. Like, I have a daughter.
I can't drive your car, but we'll tell you where to pick it up from.
I can't get my car out the tow. Like, that's what I'm saying. Because I gotta pay for that.
Most likely we're gonna tow for
Yeah,
it.
you gotta pay for
But
that.
I'm saying that's $200. I can't pay for that.
That's $200 a day. You can't pay for that. But you were just about to go to Lululemon and buy a $200 keychain. Something's not. The math is not mathing.
Like,
we'll see if we can move it, but it's not gonna be a definite.
She can afford.
can you please just move it?
She wants us to believe she can afford Lululemon, but now she can't get her car out of the tow.
Into a parking spot so I can at least come back.
Your car's
and get
getting
it.
towed because it's unregistered.
There you go.
Boom. Boom. Your car's going to police auction for some people who can actually fit in it.
I've been doing videos for the past week now. Starting this week, I got some good shocks on that motherfucker.
Not my phone, please.
I'm in 137.
Put it in my pocket.
It's not going in your pocket. You're under arrest. You don't have any property.
How am I under arrest?
Ooh,
What did I
dang,
do?
you're under arrest. You don't have any property.
It's all right. Yo, I didn't even do nothing. I can never believe this, yo. I cannot believe this.
Once you're in them cuffs, you ain't got no rights.
I'm not even in the store.
Listen, we're gonna explain everything to you, but the thing is that it's considered that you're the getaway driver. So you're
I'm the
conspiracy.
getaway driver.
They committed shoplifting.
What the
Waited
f***
outside.
with me?
So you get conspiracy.
That's why she's the conspiracy. Okay, she didn't go into the store. The other women went into the store. They stole the stuff, ran out, and she was the one who was supposed to. Yeah, she was the driver. She was the transporter. Ooh-wee, they got her. She's going to jail just for being the transporter at Lululemon. Lululemon is not playing. They are not playing. Actually, I got a lot of respect for Lululemon now that they did this, that they went all out. They're like, nah, y'all all going to jail. Transporter and everything.
Shoplifting. Thank you.
We're gonna have a female search you. All right, no problem. Just so you know, you don't.
I would just, I don't know, as a like, if you're going to be a professional thief, aren't you going to want to kind of blend in so people don't know or suspect that you're a thief? I'm just saying. I don't know.
Don't dictate what's happening. You're under arrest.
I think it's my body.
Just walk this way. Yeah, a female's gonna search you.
I know that a female is supposed to pat me down.
Remember, y'all, in the beginning, they didn't do nothing. Why do
She wants a female to pat her down.
we get stopped? Why did we
And that cop is like, thank God.
get pulled over? Go run the cameras. You don't. It's embarrassing. It's
Oh yeah, we actually have some. You got room, Josh? Yep.
She got half a nipple hanging out.
How are you?
What's this? Are they taking her in the jail?
That was really on me though. I know they only had me on camera too. He didn't know that I was coming here to film.
tell it to the judge, you bum.
I asked her for a right to come here. I thought I was going to trade in that brown set. That's what I told her I was doing. And my other little sister, she just came here to try to do. She never took nothing. She didn't take anything.
That was the little sister. I thought it was the big sister. Shit. The big girl was the little sister.
Is the little
big
sister.
Shit.
Those are both my little sisters. But I feel crazy right now.
Oh, you brought
Well, this is nice. At least she's taking some accountability here and telling the cops that it was all her plan and her sister didn't have anything to do with it, even though we know she did.
You brought both your little sisters on missions with you. You're a great role model, big sis. Salute to you. Salute. Maybe I'm getting you. Yeah. No ball spots.
Dang. She might lose some weight in jail, though. I don't know.
I keep trying to tell them that she was in the school. It was only me. She didn't take nothing. I know they have footage of me taking stuff. They don't have footage of she don't film.
Want me to get her? Just grab her property. It's up to you. Whatever you want to do.
We'll wait together, bro.
Yeah.
That's how y'all rocking out in Jersey? She ain't fitting on that. Okay. I wash my hands. Let's go.
No, but I went for court for a suspended license. They said it always pops up as a registration is expired, and it's really the license.
Did you ever
that's
take that up
suspended.
with the DMV?
The suspended, no, but they sent it in the mail.
All right, let's see. What did they steal?
Search. This is all that we can lawfully recover at the time of the search. So we have 4 items recovered.
Okay.
So if you guys can just scan that up for us and let us know.
Scan that. Let's see how much they stole.
There was definitely a water bottle. There was more.
Was it a pink water bottle?
Yeah.
Donovan. And so I saw the bottle. I didn't see anything else. Right, there should be a pink water bottle in the back seat. That also belongs to Lululemon.
How much is it?
I
just want to know how much it is.
Yeah.
These workers security footage that they have.
They can't even fit that shit. I mean, I mean they're boosted, but it's like, man, y'all going there selling shit. Y'all can't even fit. Like if I'm going down, I'm going down on my own accord. It's gonna be some shit for me.
How much it was?
Damn.
I don't know. 4 items.
We're gonna submit a thing to our AP, and then I think you guys might have the link or cover for it, but we'll.
It looked like a couple of shirts they had there. So let's see. Figure it out on my own. Lululemon. Let's just say they had 4 shirts. All right. They stole 4 shirts from Lululemon. Because it says they stole. Well, they recovered 4 items. They stole more items. All right, let's go to men's clothing. Looks like men's clothing. That looks like a men's clothing store. Okay. Let's see what they got here. Just going to look at the price online here. Dang. All right, let's see. Shirt. A shirt is $400. That's a white t-shirt from Lululemon is $400. A wife beater is $420. My goodness. So they stole 4 shirts. That's what they recovered, plus the water bottle. So that's about $1,600 in clothes they stole. Let me see how much a water bottle cost. Water bottle. A water bottle is, let's see, depending on, we'll just do this basic black 18-ounce water bottle here, is $350. They stole 16, so it's at 19. They stole almost $2,000. $2,000 in products. That's what was recovered. They're still going to have to search the car for the rest of the stuff. Dang. Yeah, that shirt takes $4 to make in China. It literally is just a regular white t-shirt, guys. It's $400 for a Lululemon white t-shirt. I don't even think it says Lululemon on the shirt. Maybe, I don't, jeez, that's crazy. And the wife beater costs $450. I don't understand why the wife beater is less shirt, but $50 more. Like the wife beater, no sleeves, cost you $50 more. It cost you $50 more to get the sleeves cut off your Lululemon shirt. All right. That is luxury, guys. That is that's next level right there. That's next level. If you see me walking around with a sleeveless Lululemon shirt, I want you guys to know that I paid $450 for that shirt. All right, let's go to the next one. Hold on. Let's do the airport one. I know you guys heard about the airport one. The, what is it, Frontier? I don't even know if I still have that one in my history. Or should we just do the fat bop on Pop the Balloon? Yeah, I don't even have the airport one in my history. Never mind. You guys heard about the airport thing, Frontier. You know, they were getting all, they didn't let the guy board. And it went all viral. And Frontier Airlines are saying, oh, we fired them. I was like, it doesn't matter. You hired them, you know. You're like, whoever hired them needs to be fired. Not just them. The hiring manager needs to be terminated. All right, I don't think we want to get into that one tonight. That one's going to be too heavy. Too heavy. Let's see. Ugly girls are being treated. Let's do this one. Let's do this one. Let me rewind a little bit. Stay on the fat girls here. Stay on the fat girls. Yeah, exactly. Stay on the fat girls here.
Months. Now, when you guys hear this, you're probably going, well, yeah, Dev, I mean, that's these simps. They do this shit all the time. $5,000 to do that. She went on to tell us that a guy at the restaurant gave her $4,000 or $5,000 to do that.
This is the new channel.
And
new channel that Andy sent me.
Has been paying her bills for the last 3 months. Now, when you guys hear this, you're probably going, well, yeah, Dev, I mean, that's these simps. They do this shit all the time. But what made me laugh about this story is, like I said, people always have this stereotype of like, these guys simping for these pretty women.
Yeah.
Bro, more and more, I'm seeing women that are average looking at best with their makeup on, overweight, multiple kids from multiple men, and they are still being treated like celebrities.
Yeah, guys, I was talking about that in my other live stream. Like, I thought we were like, maybe I just wanted to believe. I wanted to believe that there wasn't that many simps left, but it's looking like, especially in my comment section, as my channel grows more and more, still a lot of simps out there. Like, there's surprisingly a lot of simps out there still, like crazy. I mean, it's a good thing we have simps because, like I said on my other live, on one hand, we do kind of need the simps to kind of pay the taxes, you know, keep the system going so the government doesn't really crack down too much on those of us who are who are getting free from the matrix. So we do need the Sims, but you know, I got a masculinity channel. I got a manosphere channel now, and so you know, we do this because we want to free people. It's like kind of want to help people, help men. So it's really sad, especially, and I'm seeing like when I first started consuming like red pill content, it was like all these women kind of bashing red pill and everything like that. You would see that in the comment section. Now I don't really see women in the comment sections. I see men who are bashing other men in the comment sections on these red pill videos, these manosphere videos. It's the men that'll say, "Oh, no, you're just bitter. Who hurt you?" You know, I'm just like, it's men. It's other men. It's not even women no more. So it's almost like it's gotten worse. Seems like there's more simps now than there was before. The simps devastated this dating scene. Every 3 thinks they are 10s. Yeah. Yeah, it's out of control. Out of control. Except not in the Philippines. Not in the Philippines. In the Philippines, the 10s think they're 3s.
I'll tell you guys, man. When I hear this shit, part of me laughs and then part of me gets really mad because I'm like, there's no way with YouTube as relevant as it is and channels like mine being everywhere now and
I know, bro.
This stuff being talked about all the time. There's no way this many.
Totally. I'm really, this is why I like this guy's channel. Like this is my new bro friend. This is my new YouTube bro friend. I might try to link up with them and do a collab. Because that's the same thing I was thinking. I was like, how in the world, with the internet, the manosphere, the red pill psyop, to combat the fem psyop that got out of control? I don't understand. And it's because, there's like a whole new psyop now where I'm seeing all these channels where these men are coming out saying, now don't listen to red pill and don't listen to the manosphere and you need to go out and experience life for yourself. And I'm like, what in the heck is going on? That's just another psyop though. I think what happened was they made the feminist psyop that got out of control. They made the red pill psyop to combat the feminist psyop that got out of control. Then the red pill psyop got out of control. Now they don't know what the heck to do. Now they're like, well, we'll just get some YouTube channels to tell people how bad the Philippines is and don't go over there and don't look behind the curtain. And don't listen to those red pill guys. They're just crazy. They're bitter and they got hurt.
Men are still like accidental.
And the funny thing is, like, let's use their argument. Let's say red pill men are bitter and someone did hurt them. That's a lot of men that got hurt, like a lot. So it's like, when you think about how many bitter men there are who got hurt, it's kind of, you know, proves the point that red pill is talking about. If that many men got hurt, if that many men got hurt by some woman, that many men are willing to go online. And this thing is global. The manosphere is global. So it's not even like, we can't even say, oh, it's just America. America is just too westernized and the women are out of control over there. No, it's all over the world. There's men in India who make red pill content. You know, there's men in, you know, what was the one I saw? There's some men in like Lebanon making red pill content or something like that. Like countries you would never expect that men to be making red pill content. And they're saying, yeah, the women, you know, the women here are the same. So if it's really that many men who just got hurt, doesn't that kind of prove the point of red pill and the manosphere? Even if we want to use their argument against us?
Or obliviously behaving this way and giving so much away. Now, the man she said she's dealing with
That's true.
is
That's actually, yeah, you're right. That's that's probably the problem. Is it's red pill men talking to red pill men. It's not red pill men talking to non-red pill men. But it's hard to talk to not, because like a lot of men don't want to hear it. Like they just can't handle the truth. Or I mean, I don't know what it is, but a lot of men just reject it. They don't listen to it. They make the shaming tactics like the women do, and they just ignore it. So yeah, it is an echo chamber. You are correct. That's the problem. That's why the message isn't really getting. I mean, it's just, like I said, because I just said it's global. Like there's men in every country who have like red pill YouTube channels. So I just don't know how. Like they haven't. It's not that they haven't heard it. It's that they're willfully ignoring it. That's really what it is. There's no way you haven't heard it.
I didn't get an age from her, but she said he's an average-looking guy that makes like $250,000 a year. $250,000 a year.
Discover a simple yet brilliant hack to cool your home in just 90 seconds. It is about to change the way Americans.
And he's out here giving his money away to an overweight girl that's average looking at best with makeup on, who has 5 kids from multiple men.
Dang, 5.
You guys, man. If a woman like that is going to be treated in such a way where she thinks she is a celebrity like we talk about, then I'm just going to say it right now. As much as I don't want to sound like doom and gloom, black pill, dating is cooked. If that's the case, if this is going on more than I hope that it is, dating is absolutely cooked. Because this girl that I'm talking about, I would never consider dating her. And I imagine most of you would never consider dating her.
How fat is she?
Yet, this girl truly thinks.
How fat is she?
That she is above most men. In fact, she thinks she's very above this guy she's getting the money from.
Well, of course she does. She's getting the money from him. She's pimping him.
We cannot.
He's a trick.
There can't be a dating market if this shit's going to go on. And not just the simping with money, but just conditions in general that make women feel the way that this woman feels.
Not just the simping with money. It's the simping.
If you can be a girl that's almost 30.
It's the simping with words too, because these simps will get a fat girl and tell her, oh yeah, you're beautiful. Even if they don't give her no money, you know, she's still getting the attention. She's still believing. Oh no, what did I do with my screen? Hold on. What did I do to my screen? Why did I make it small? How do I make it big again? Oh, that's what she said. Nope, now it's too big. Okay, I think I got it. There we go. Put it back the way I like it. All right, but why is this on here? There we go. I broke it. Oh, man. All right, I'll just leave it right there like that. All right. So, yeah, it's the simping with words. I mean, I got another video. Basically, Jimmy Evans again, Pastor Jimmy Evans. Let me just take this. Let's just end it for tonight. But we're going to talk about Jimmy Evans here for a second, because he's making news again in the Christian realm, the Christian internet world. He already made news with the Daystar scandal. He just came out. And it's funny because the regular Christians, they're not really getting it. Like they're saying that Jimmy Evans is wrong. So basically, Pastor Jimmy Evans just came out and said that Jesus was wrong, which would make Jesus' sacrifice null and void, and everyone would be going to hell. According to Pastor Jimmy Evans' theology, feminism is part of our modern culture now, so most men get indoctrinated into it and think simping is the way a man should. Yeah, that's the truth. That's the problem with a lot of these Christian pastors too, and with Pastor Mark Driscoll. Pastor Mark Driscoll actually says that men need to make themselves better so that they can bless women and children. Not that men should make themselves better for themselves, or not even that men should make themselves better for God. Pastor Mark Driscoll also says that he would not have a purpose if he didn't have a wife. I was like, you're literally a pastor. Like, God is supposed to be your purpose. And he says he doesn't have a purpose without his wife. Sad. So it's a serious indoctrination because they really believe this stuff that comes out of their mouth. They really, like, you have to be kind of brainwashed and indoctrinated to say those things with a straight face to people, to other people. And other people, they support your crazy indoctrinated beliefs as well, because they're indoctrinated too. This is why Jesus says, my sheep hear my voice. Those are not God's sheep. Those are not Jesus's sheep, because they're hearing from the pastor, but they're not hearing from God. So they might be going to hell. So we got Pastor Mark Driscoll, super mega Christian simp, wife worshiper. I mean, he said so many crazy things. He basically said that if a man doesn't have a wife, he has no purpose in life. That's literally what he said. So you basically have to have a wife, and he's talking to Christian men. I'm like, well, first and foremost, your purpose in life, like, you were created to worship God. That is your first and foremost purpose. And like, every single soul on this earth has that purpose. That is your purpose. God made the angels. The angels revolted up in heaven. Some of them, 1/3 of the angels got sent down. God said, screw you guys. I'm going to make people. People are going to worship me now. The angels are not going to worship me no more. I mean, the good angels still worship God, but they're forced to worship God. So there's a difference. There's a difference between they have to, as opposed to we choose to. So that is your job as a man. That's your purpose. If you don't know what your purpose is, you can have other purposes. God has other plans for you as well. But from the day you are born, your first original purpose, worship God. You were created to worship God, because a God without worshipers is not a God. And if you love God, worship God. So that's everyone's purpose, is to worship God. But according to Pastor Mark Driscoll, if you don't have a wife, you have no purpose. I was like, I'm sorry, Pastor Mark Driscoll. I was born with a purpose. I was born with a purpose. I was created by God to worship God. I would not be alive if it were not for that purpose. If God didn't want me to worship him, I would not be here. God would have made something else or someone else to worship him. So thank God that God chose to make me to worship him. And I'm okay with that. So we got Mark Driscoll, preaching his crazy crap. And then we got, this is even crazier than Mark Driscoll, because this really basically sends everyone to hell. And this is a very prominent, popular Christian pastor, wrote multiple books, mega pastor, Jimmy Evans. Pastor Jimmy Evans just did his sermon last week. And he actually, he issued a formal, rebuttal. He retracted his sermon from last week because it got so much, it went viral, kind of. It went Christian viral. And so basically he said that Jesus was a sinner because Jesus did not obey his mother. There's 2 times in the Bible when it appears as if Jesus is not obeying his mother, and that's actually not true, taken out of context. Jesus has never, because Pastor Jimmy Evans says Jesus is a sinner because he doesn't obey his mother. So what Jimmy Evans is really trying to say is that Jesus doesn't worship women. And that is why Jimmy Evans says Jesus is a sinner, because Christianity worships women. And so basically we have the story, and this is actually one of my favorite stories in the Bible because of the way that Jesus speaks to his mother. It's very funny. It's kind of funny. So we know the story in the Bible where Jesus turns the water into wine, right? Everyone knows this story. This is Jesus's first miracle. But people don't know Like, they don't remember the details of the story. So Jesus's mother is actually the one that comes to him and tells him that the wedding has run out of wine. So if he could make more wine, right? Here's the exact words of Jesus, and this is why I love the story and why I remember it, because it's actually kind of funny. Jesus tells his mother, this is exactly what he says, word for word in the Bible. What have I to do with thee, woman? My time has not yet come. So it sounds like Jesus is being kind of rude to his mom. But what he's telling his mom is like, I shouldn't do this miracle because people are going to know that I did it. And it's not time for the people to know who I am. Like Jesus' mom goes to Jesus because she knows he's Jesus. She knows he can do the miracle, but no one else does. And Jesus is telling his mom, look, it's not time for me to go public. That's all he's saying to his mom. And we know the story. Jesus goes and makes the wine anyways. And this is why we know it as Jesus's first miracle. But Pastor Jimmy Evans says he talked back to his mom. He didn't obey his mom. All he did was inform his mom that it was not God's time for him to be revealed to the world. That miracle was going to reveal him to the world. But Pastor Jimmy Evans specifically references the story where Jesus got left behind at the Passover when he was 12 years old. He says that Jesus, because Jesus got lost, when Jesus didn't get lost, Jesus got left behind by his parents because they weren't paying attention to where Jesus was. Now, Jesus could have magically probably teleported himself over to where his parents are, but when his parents find him, he tells his parents, don't you know that I have to be about my Father's business? His father referring to God and not Joseph, because Joseph is not his father. Joseph is just his earthly male caretaker. So he's telling his parents, why are you looking for me? You know that I am from God. You know that I'm going to be in my Father's house because I love my Father. He's not being like rude to his parents. He's just saying, you guys kind of wasted your time running around looking for me when you know who I am. These people don't know who I am yet, but you know. So you know where to find me. So why are you looking for me? Everywhere except in my Father's house. So yeah, he is kind of correcting his parents, but he's not disobeying them. But see, Pastor Jimmy Evans says that Jesus was talking back to his mom. And even if he was talking back to his mom, it wouldn't have made a difference. But Pastor Jimmy Evans says, hey, you talk back to your mom, that's sin. You're in the wrong. And if Jesus has committed sin, then his death and resurrection means nothing, and all of us are going to hell. According to Pastor Jimmy Evans' theology. And this is what Christians believe. This is the man that Christians have chosen to listen to for their spiritual, enlightenment. That guy. And they call me the crazy one. Whew. These pastors really do say some crazy things. They're just a lot better speakers. They're just a lot more slick tongue. And that's because they're wolves in sheep clothing. That's because they're snakes. Just like the one in the garden. Did God really say? See, when the devil and the snake said, did God really say? What he wanted Eve to do was to misinterpret, retranslate, manipulate God's word. He wanted Eve to take God's word and say, well, if we move these words around over here and we throw in some of our own ideas, and maybe if we preach it just right, We can make these people believe it says something that it doesn't actually say so that we don't hurt anybody's feelings. Did God really say? Oh, that must have not been what God meant. No. God didn't mean to say that. What God meant to say was this. As if God can't speak for himself. God needs Christians to reinterpret what he has to say in a way that's, all inclusive. All right, guys. MK Mobile Gaming in the Philippines, signing out. I'm going to eat and I'm going to play some games. See you guys in the next one.